In this activity, we'll be finding the volume of a right circular cone. So the objective of this activity is to find the volume of a right circular cone using some shapes. Let's see the concept in hand. So whenever you have a cone whose radius of base, that is r, is known, and its vertical height, that is this height, is known, then you can find the volume of the cone, that is 1 by 3 pi r square h. But do you know that this formula has a relationship with volume of a cylinder? And that's what we are going to use in this activity. We are going to use one cone and one cylinder, but there is a condition associated with this. The cone and the cylinder should have the same radius and the same height. So let's see what are the material required to perform this activity. We require a cylinder of height h and radius r, and a cone of the same height and same radius, and some sand to fill in those shapes. Let's see how we perform this amazing activity. For finding the volume of a cone, we require these material. We require either wheat or rice or sand, whichever is readily available. And then we require a cylindrical container and a conical container. The condition is the heights of these two containers have to be same, and the radius of the base. So if you take out the base here and take out the base here, these two bases should exactly be same. So as you can see, we have taken the two bases as exactly equal. So when you pour whatever you have taken, like rice in this case, into this conical container and pour it in the cylinder, let's see how this happens. So here I have filled the cone up to the brim, and now I'll pour this in the cylindrical container. Ensure that nothing spills over, otherwise the activity will not be accurate. And likewise, you have to do it 2 more times. This is the second time, and this is the final time. Now let's see and observe what happens to the cylinder. If I pour the entire contents of the cones 3 times in the cylinder, you observe that the cylinder gets filled up to the brim, and therefore we can infer that 3 times the volume of this cone is actually equal to the volume of the cylinder. Coming to the mathematical treatment, you all know that volume of a cylinder is given by pi r square h. Now since in this case volume of cylinder was obtained by multiplying the volume of cone 3 times, because I filled the container, the conical container 3 times, therefore the volume of cylinder is 3 times the volume of cone, and that proves that volume of cone is actually 1/3 of the volume of cylinder. The volume of cylinder is already known as pi r square h, so the volume of cone comes out to be 1 by 3 pi r square h, which is the required formula for finding the volume of a cone, and that completes our activity.